JCS, Asterbait. What's up, guys? Good to see you. Double moderators in the house. We've got this wonderful Kramnik quote. Just embarrassing. Embarrassing. We'll try to just pretend it's not there. I could start a new tournament, but there are actually worse quotes than that one. So on a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a 3. 10 being the best. So if I roll the dice and start a new arena, I mean, there's a small chance we could even get a worse one, probably. So we'll just leave it in there. Obviously, Vladimir Kramnik is a major exponent of bodybuilding. And along with Donald Trump, he's a world-renowned expert. Anyway, we'll try to ignore the quote. What's up, guys? Mr. Coffee, JCS, Asterbait, guys. We're getting started. We've got the Pawnda Arena 16. We call the Rapid Arenas. I alternate every week. We do the Rapid Arenas in honor of Pawnda. This is macro Pawnda here. The real Pawnda is in Budapest. And we'll have it back on the stream in a couple weeks. We are moving back to Hungary. For the second week of November, we'll be streaming back from Hungarian time. So we've got an arena here, the Pawnda 16 Arena. Sparkle Horse, Mysterious Expert, PSG, Soccer Rook, Knowledge Papa, who is already, I assume, in Hungary. Asterbait. Let's get some players out there. I'll throw out the link. So, how does the stream look? I was a little bit worried about stuff. Computer acting a little bit weird. The pewter is acting a little bit weird. We've got Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was acting a little weird. Now my computer acting a little bit weird. Seems to be okay. My internet's been a little bit iffy lately, so we occasionally have some hiccups. Again, guys, only 5 players. Here's the link. Let's join. Join the tournament. Get it started. No comments. What's up? No comments. All right, we've got 5 players thus far. Usually we get about 10 before the thing starts. I've got the tournament starting in 12 minutes. Did I sleep well? I slept fine. I think it was more a problem yesterday of maybe not resting in the afternoon. I didn't have to show anyone in the house today. I had a very, very short nap, like half an hour. Then somebody started, of course, like mowing the lawn across the street. So that was that. But it was good to just lay down and have a rest for half an hour in the afternoon. I think it's good. Keeps me young. Guys, if you are regular members of the stream, subscribers and friends of the stream can join my Pawnda and Horses Club. So you've got to join the club to be able to play in the tournament, and we're not just accepting. It's not open to everybody. It's a very exclusive club. You have to go through some hazing in order to become a member. Very standard. It involves heavy drinking and dangerous activities, so I don't recommend it for everyone. All right. Anyway, Sir Coffee and I, both college fraternity members, we're going to be pretty strict about the ritual and the hazing that goes on to become a member of the Pawnda and Horses Club. Sparkle Horse, Mysterious Expert, PSG, Soccer Rook, Knowledge Pop, Asterbait. What's up, guys? Chess is like bodybuilding? All right, dude. That's a good pep talk for first graders, but I really don't think that Vladimir Kramnik has a lot of experience with bodybuilding. Anyway, I'm feeling a little bit sarcastic today, but that's cool. I have not played any games, but I feel good, Mr. Coffee. Feel rested. Yesterday, I don't know what got into me. I was really, really tired. Worse than usual. So I'm looking forward to a good tournament here. Feel good. Got my coffee. Belgian beer. A little switch up in the beer I was drinking. Czech beer lately, but switched up to the Belgian Weiss beer. Just getting started. So we've got only 5 players, 10 minutes to go. Cool thing about arenas here on lichess is that you can join and leave the tournament or just put it on pause. So I think it's one of the coolest features of lichess. Spectacular Camel actually, has the club had the desired effect on the arena? Well, there is one troll who's hanging out in the spectator area. But I mean, I think that we might, someone might sneak into the club. They might have already snuck in. We've got to be kind of careful. Keep an eye on them. Ginger64, what's up? Spectacular Camel, I want to thank you for, I think, 13 months of subscribing to the stream, guys. Thanks so much for supporting the stream. We do need it. I'm not independently wealthy. I wish I was, because I would do this completely for free if I was, but that's not true. I would be like in Costa Rica or something. But all right, it sounds good. I love you guys, though. Really, really, I do love you guys. Spectacular Camel, good to see you. Anonymous Cheerer just cheered 300 bits. Sorry, Percy Hepworth. Somebody got to FM by only playing in Blitz arenas. Was that a new FIDE rule? Like you can get your FM title by playing in Blitz arenas? I'm not surprised. It's much, many more applicants that way to pay the $50 or €50 fee or whatever. It's a lot easier. I don't even know why they have candidate, the CM title, and FM. Because FM is so easy to get now, as opposed to the old days, that it's sort of like CM and FM are actually almost like, it's even hard to tell them apart. I don't even know really what the difference is between a CM and an FM anymore. Those titles are sort of redundant. I thought you had to play in FIDE rated tournaments to get to FM, Percy Hepworth. I guess it's 100-point difference between CM and FM. It seems silly. The old days when we had to walk uphill both ways to school, you had to be and maintain over 2,300 for 27 games continuously to get the FM title. And that makes and breaks it. Because these guys who just barely got over 2,300, 2,301 and then they drop back to 2,100. No, that doesn't work. You have to really legitimately be 2,300 strength. In the old days, the FM title was a real thing. And I'm proud to say that I achieved it in the old era. But now it's just like these titles are just ways for FIDE, unfortunately, to just collect €50 from everybody. It's not the same between FM and IM. I mean, there are norms involved in IM and GM titles, so it's not the same at all. I think there's a lot. It's not just the rating. You have to have very strong performances to make IM and GM. So I wouldn't compare them to IM and GM. Rating is only a factor, and also the higher you get, I think those rating points get harder and harder to get. I think really the CM and the FM though are too close together. They should make the candidate master like 2,100 or something like that instead of 22, because they're just too close together. Doesn't really make sense. Well, I mean, Ginger64, you're touching on another issue, which is ridiculous. The whole K factors for kids being different for people who've played for a long time. The entire FIDE rating system it's absurd. Like, my rating can't move. I can't raise or lower my rating by more than a tiny fraction. Meanwhile, people who are newly rated can just gain or lose 150 points in one tournament. I mean, again, it's all created so that FIDE can make money. It's just kind of corrupt system. They want to make it easier for people to have to pay $50 for the title. Yeah, I agree though. Like you shouldn't be able to become a FIDE master without playing any FIDE masters, you know. I mean, it is sort of insane. I understand what you're saying, but I totally disagree with the K factor system. You know, I understand there has to be a K factor for like provisional ratings, but after that there should be just like one K factor. It's stupid, you know. The ratings are getting updated every month. It used to be like 3 months. There'd be a lot of problems with that. I mean, there's really no reason for FIDE to have to use this 40, 20, and 10 K factors or whatever. It seems sort of silly. I don't know. All right, guys. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left. I know a lot of people who achieve the FM title, and their real strength is like 2150. They just had like a couple of lucky tournaments, or it's sort of stupid. And then they're embarrassing. Like there's this one kid on one of my teams who he's supposed to be an FM, but his rating is 2100, and he's like legitimately 2100, you know. So it's just like it looks stupid. I mean, he's not really an FM if he's consistently 2100. Anyway, so you think they shouldn't do it once a month? You mean updating ratings in real time? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, the only thing preventing them from doing that is someone getting paid to actually do it, you know, which I'm sure is an issue too. I'm sure they're not handing out salaries to rating officers too much. Okay, guys, and I'm Mysterious Expert. Anyway, compared to the old days when it was FIDE ratings were updated every 3 months, I mean, even just monthly is better than that. What's up, guys? John Koss. John Koss got a subscription yesterday. There were 5 gift subs for Move 11. Totally forgot about that. I mean, obviously, Spectacular Camel. All the terms I go to has the live rating anyway. Well, I mean, there's this like live rating that's unofficial, right? It will be eventually. They're gonna use that. It's just a matter of time, presumably. Yeah, PSG Sakura. There are stupid things like you can get these titles. Yeah, another thing that's totally bogus. You know, people getting titles for kids, especially for winning certain tournaments. They get like IM titles for winning tournaments where there are no even FIDE masters or something. It's just ridiculous. Sadly, you know, the FIDE rating system and title system is kind of messed up and devalued. All right, so what's up, guys? Known entities to my stream can join the club. If you're unknown, you have to undergo the hazing process, which can take some time and be, you know, relatively unpleasant. All right, we've got 20 viewers. I can't just let anybody in the club because we have basically professional trolls trying to wheedle their way into the club all the time. So we have to be very careful about how we sort of vet the candidates for the Pawnda and Horses Club. FIDE entertainment system. All right, let's see. We've got applicants for the club. First of all, you have to pay dues. That's the first part of the... Hello, I'd like to join the team. Fan of your stream. Karchi, I actually remember. So we can trust Karchi. He's played nine times. Goofy Karen, I don't know. Goofy Karen, it's good that they have over 100 rated games. We have to wait on Goofy Karen because we don't know them. All right. Discriminating against women. No, I just will not accept people unless I really know them in the stream. So play a few games in the stream, hang out with us, then you can become a member of the Pawnda and Horses Club. But it's not instantaneous. Mr. Coffee handles all the membership here. We do not give out memberships to everybody on their first their first time visiting the stream. But it does increase your chances if you're communicative and you play in the stream and you hang out, and we know who you are, basically. We can get your credit card information and whatnot. That always helps. NHNHNH22. That's an interesting name. And he's a subscriber. NHNNNN. Did you get the membership yesterday when Move 11 donated? I can't remember. All right. The G6 Summit. I don't know. You like to tune in and watch my stream from Germany. Cool. Well, you must know how you got a subscription, right? You drink a lot of beer. Good for you. I do too. Not a lot, actually. Not enough. I used to drink. I drink everything, but I try to keep it. I try to avoid Hungarian palinka if I can. So NHN, you're new. You're new here. Here's an unusual move, D5. Transposing to a form of the Scandinavian, which always had a bad rap, or rep, I should say. A bad rep. The G6 Scandinavian was basically considered to be... Man, can he play Bishop G4 there? He missed the window of opportunity to play that move. So G6, I remember a very old book on the Scandinavian I had back in the prehistoric era. My first Scandinavian book. Basically, this move was like trashed because of its reputation was trashed because of some game amongst strong players where black just got destroyed. In the old days before databases, I think that a lot of openings would get bad reputations based on like one game between famous players. I can't remember the game, who it was. Some vague feeling it might have been a Bobby Fischer game, but I'm not 100% sure. This doesn't seem appropriate any longer. While it was appropriate on the previous move. Had he played Bishop G4 on the last move, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I have Knight B5. He was concerned about Knight B5. Maybe he's right. Yeah, but honestly, like Bishop G4, Knight B5, Knight A6 isn't that bad for black in that position, probably. I guess I could play Knight B5 and like pull my knight back to A3, play C3, but it wasn't really that good. So, you can see the writing on the wall here. I want to attack, but at the same time, you have to get developed. I can castle either side. It's much more aggressive to try to castle queenside, but after this move, he started pointing his pieces at my king side. White surely must be better here. Controversial. Very controversial move here, Bishop C4. The thing I don't like about Mysterious Expert is that he's extremely fast, and speed is not my strength because I'm not playing a lot, and usually I'm a little bit slow because like today I haven't played at all today, so unfortunately I need to take a little bit more time than some other strong opponents. if you play continuously, it helps you, you know, to be a little quicker finding moves. I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage. I just dropped a pawn here. We'll just play like Arsenal fan yesterday. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like tactically clueless. Wow. How much compensation do we have for the sacrificed pawn? Oh my god, I just dropped my knight on c4. That's so embarrassing. Alright, dude. Good game. Good game. Just dropped a pawn for nothing. Unbelievable. It just reminds me of a game I had yesterday with Arsenal fan, where I was just joking, obviously, but he lost the pawn in the opening, like similar to me. It was Scandinavian with knight f6 actually, and see, I'm not awake. I'm just dropping a pawn. Not awake. I mean, like warmed up. And anyway, there's this sort of lingering compensation in this position with the files. He decided to do this. This is a slightly risky decision. He now has no development, banking his entire position on this knight d5 thing. I also have knight a5. All right. He seems very, very strong. Rarely makes mistakes. We don't know anything about him. He hides his identity. Supposedly he's from the United States, but his flag says Australia, but very secretive about his identity. I'm sure he's got a big advantage against me because I have not played at all today. This is the sad thing about my life. I have no time to play chess, and I'm a sort of semi-professional chess player. Sad. What's up, guys? HTFP, Mr. Coffee, Asterbate. Asterbate's excited for Halloween. We got Halloween. Gonna be here in about a week, man. What are you gonna dress up as this year? You got the ghost. The ghost is Asterbate's favorite. What's your favorite Halloween TV show? Man, knight d5, knight d6 check is a serious threat. Asterbate's down with a sexy ghost. Asterbate's down with Charlie Brown, I think. Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin. Man, every American little kid's favorite holiday is like Halloween, usually. People in Hungary, where I live, they're kind of getting it, but it's not popular like here. It's catching on. At least we got our pawn back. Not really a big deal, but I do have knight a5 bouncing back into the game. His knight on d5 can be chased away by c4. Or I can use this knight as sort of blocker here. I don't even know if this is a good move. Doesn't look like it does a lot. Other than one move threats. I'm the master of one move threats. Gotta be careful about my king position. I think this will be a pivotal move to keep his knight or chase a forthcoming knight off of d5. Guys, if you'd like to join the Pawnda and Horses Club, you have to be a known entity to our stream. Not accepting new members so readily. All right. This is kind of awkward. To say the least, it is awkward, Luke. I'm like thinking he can play rook b8. It's ridiculous. You are awkward, Luke. Luke, you are awkward. I don't really know what's going on here. I don't know what's better, the bishop or the knight. Kind of a tough call. Ooh, that's a surprising move. I guess it's fairly equal. Am I up a pawn here? No. Equal pawns. I'm a little worried he can play c5 and like knight b6. I don't really think I'm better here. The computer thinks that black is fractionally better. Alright, not that bad considering I lost a pawn in the opening. Let's go back. Okay, I don't mind the draw being down a clear pawn. I actually lost Arsenal fan yesterday after I won a clear pawn with black. That was embarrassing. It's always hard playing bishop versus knight. I knew that I wasn't better there, and I wasn't that much worse. It's a draw. Like, objectively, it's a draw. Black is fractionally better in the final position. All right. Soccer rook. So I get the two strongest by rating players immediately. Why can't I play some? I mean, I didn't even win my game. Why can't I play somebody who is soccer rook like on his 6th game or something? Why can't I play somebody who was like 1300? I guess we played this already. I don't remember. This is my default system now. Not a particularly great line. It's a little like an exchange. What am I trying to say? Slav somehow. Caro-Kann. Basically a Caro-Kann actually. You could also call it a Veresov. Caro-Kann Veresov hybrid. This is a little bit weird, you know, when they do like rook d1. He doesn't really want to cast. Oh, he's actually berserking. I think it's a bad strategy. We talked about this already a while back. I don't think berserking's a great idea with increment. I didn't even realize it. He was berserking. Now, last time he acted like knight c4 looked interesting, coach A. You mean when I played knight b3? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? It's a very solid position for black. It's actually a really bad type of position, I think, to be berserking in, because black's so solid. You want something kind of crazy and wide open. Yeah, my plan was to play knight c4, but I got distracted. But with my bad pawn structure in that game, there was really... oh, I see he set it up with bishop e2. I wanted to play knight h5 earlier, but now I don't have it anymore. Basically a Caro-Kann. Not really the strongest move for me. See, I'm still not awake. So afraid of everything. Damn it. That's good too. Rook d4. Best. Risky decision. f6. Ooh. This is looking gruesome. See, here I think it would just be best for him to just resign. This is an arena. I don't see what the point is. King Crusher would definitely resign. Dude, we got to get points here. You need points. You got no increment. Yeah, well, I call it the Jababa London. I don't know if that's like an official name or not. But it's a bad strategy for him to berserk against the highest rated player, I think. It's not really a good strategy to berserk. Maybe in 5-3, sort of, but the longer the time control, I think, the worse it is to berserk. Maybe I'm wrong. Nagy Papa. Nagy Papa is Magyar. It's Hungarian for Big Daddy. All right. Welcome, guys. I recognize everybody. Only 10 players. We need to start accepting more people in the club, I think. We're a little bit like too exclusive. I declined this player I don't know, Goofy Karen. Probably some kid being mean to kids. But I've got to lay down the law, and we got to have a system of rules. We can't just accept everybody. All right, you got to be... Yeah, somebody appreciated my new shaved look, finally. GP Bear, thank you. I had shaved in 2 weeks and nobody said a thing. Unbelievable. JCS is playing. Oh my god, I'm not even paying attention to who I'm playing. I can't even grammarly speak right. Do you know what really annoys me when I try to watch like music videos on YouTube and there's commercials for Grammarly? I mean, please. All right. I shouldn't be listening to music on YouTube, but sometimes you're just like bored to search somewhere else. You know, there's no viruses on YouTube, at least. Knight takes e6 he didn't expect. Antonio, what are you talking about? What are we talking about? Last game I could have won the exchange with bishop h4 instead of g6, so I'm not very sharp tactically. JCS playing his first game. He's like me, he's got the provisional rating going on because it's been so long since he played a rated game. It's the same with mine. My account has basically been frozen for like 2 months. I didn't play. I practically didn't play any rated games for 2 months. Mr. Coffee will explain how that works. Yeah, I think the beard is okay when it's a little bit of stubble, but once it's getting long, I look just older. So I look more beautiful and young now. Thank you. Queen c7. It's strange. Isn't that like the Nefedov variation? I feel like we've encountered this before. Or is that some sort of incisive correct move? Feels like you're asking for trouble. Bishop g5. So bishop g5, bishop e6. I don't know. I know that queen c7 is not a normal move because the main line for black here actually involves playing bishop e6 and rook c8 and trying to play rook c5 and actually using the rook. Enjoy the Patriots game. No, dude, it was sick, man. I don't want to watch some team just get slaughtered. I had to turn it off after the first half. I mean, it's horrible, any kind of sport, when the other team is that bad. A lot of pundits were saying that they would put up a competitive game. I'm sorry. I was defending that theory. You know, I was completely wrong. Yeah, it was just unwatchable. Used to be the RD was static. Ah. What about my only mathematical field that I like is statistics. I actually passed 2 college courses with a decent grade, like a B. BBB. I think I got like a B plus in statistics, like a B plus and an A minus or something in my 2 statistics classes at Boston University. The only math class I didn't drop. I think we had like a math requirement, so the statistics courses counted as my math requirement. I hate doing homework problems. Yeah, exactly. I don't like math, but I'm proficient in statistics. Sladgie quote bot is back at it again. I hate math, and I hate when people ask me if I like math at parties. That's the most boring party question. Oh, you're a chess player. You must be good at math. Next. I'm not respectable in any way, shape, or form. JCS is trying to set up a belated rook c5. The last grade I got in school was satisfactory. That's what Astrobate said. It's funny because I did 2 years at school in economics as an economics major. It's kind of ridiculous to major in economics and not like math. But obviously that didn't really work. Micro, that's why it's macro Pawnda. No. There was 2 sizes of Pawndas, and so he's the macro Pawnda. So I think Sladgie QuoteBot's just making these up now. But ironically, my best friend in high school, who was became a chess master, who taught me originally to play, he became like a world-renowned economist. He copied my interest in economics. I was the first one to be interested in economics, and he just like picked it to copy me. And then he became like a world-renowned economist. His name's Bob. His name is Bob. He got to around 2200. Then quit. He definitely made master, national master, and then quit chess. Queen b8. All right. There's another famous economist who's a chess grandmaster at Harvard. Anybody know? No. Well, yeah. Rogoff. Ken Rogoff is like a Harvard economics professor, I think. I thought it was Rogoff. It's Regan? Okay, Ken Regan. You're right. It's Rogoff. See, it's Rogoff. Who's Ken Regan? Why is that? I'm not wrong. Damn it. I lived in Boston. Yeah, it's Rogoff. Ken Regan wasn't a GM. Ken Regan is like an IM or something. It just has a similar name. Don't try to confuse me, because it's already hard enough. It's already hard enough to... Apparently, like, Larry Christensen has political debates with Ken Rogoff and stuff. I mean, I can't imagine that. They both live in Cambridge. Yeah, I really, think that the government should lower the interest rate or something. I mean, I can't imagine that. That's just bizarre. All right, anyway. Sorry, Larry. Larry's a very bright guy. You would never know it if someone didn't tell you. No, I'm just kidding. He's just kind of gruffy and rough around the edges. You'd never think he was a really smart guy at first glance, All right, Queen b8. What are we doing? The JCS. Larry will kill me. I'm backhanding. I'm trying to compliment him, but it's like when you insult someone accidentally. You're trying to say good things about them, but everything you say just gets worse and worse. Like he's basically like a caveman who's very intelligent. I wouldn't take him to like a fancy restaurant or something like that. Your parents were libertarian accountants. That sounds exciting. Better than librarians. Weedmaster's mother is a librarian. That's why he has this habit of, my friend Joe, that's why he has this habit of collecting things. He's like, that's why he literally has a chess collection of like 5,000 chess books. He had like 2,000 CDs and 5,000 chess books because his mom is a librarian, I guess. It just makes you like addicted to collecting large catalogs of stuff. His love for coffee. Yeah. We love coffee. JCS very solid here. Steady and solid. Wins the race. Might have to bail out at any moment. Emergency evacuation is called. Forest fires and such. Just being a hoarder. No, I mean, no, he's a collector. There's a difference between being a hoarder and a collector. I was, John Spielman would know this. He was close friends with R.G. Wade, but I was at R.G. Wade's house in England, in London, and he had like the biggest chess book collection I ever saw. He was an editor for Batsford, the main editor of their chess publishing business, and an author. And he had, it was just like rooms and rooms of chess books. But there are bigger collectors than that. I wouldn't call it hoarding, though. Just feel that he's not. He was very close to RG. You have one of Percy Epworth has one of Samarshevsky's blindfold chess sets. This is the move I was afraid of. I was referencing this earlier. Now you have to bail out. Emergency evacuation. Live on stream, he's copying my plan of rook c5, rook h5. He's incorporating my comments into his play during the game. This is neither easy to do or probably a good idea, JCS. Look at this move. How does that work? Whoa. Okay, somebody's got to explain this to me. How does this work? Why can't I take with my knight on b5? It's like some kind of long-winded, deep sacrifice. Knight takes b5. I mean, are we looking at bishop d7? Or am I missing something more obvious? Basically, Jonathan Spielman was the second best player in the world, according to Wikipedia. He only never got that match. It was just a coincidence. It was conspiracy that he didn't get the match with Kasparov for the World Championship. You can read, you can confirm it on Reddit and Wikipedia. Okay, so I thought he was coming with the bishop d7. I don't really get it. Why couldn't he play bishop d7 there? The idea would be forking me with e5. It would actually involve a concrete threat, sort of double threat, if knight d4. No, he just kind of ran out of steam. But I mean, there was no reason to sack the exchange. And Twitch streamer. Well, I mean, there's no arrogance in the way that sounds. One thing I detest is arrogance. I mean, it's one thing to be cool, but arrogance is just unacceptable. Sladgie streams are legend. Thank you, Asterbait. All right, anybody else here to join the club? Only Goofy Karen. I feel bad now. Goofy Karen. We'll accept them. We'll take a chance on it. They haven't been properly vetted though. Just because we have no other players trying to join the club. What's up, Kocha? How many are playing? We've got only 13 players, sadly, because we don't let anyone in the club. Where's Nefedov? Is he in here? Nefedov, where are you? Get in here. Nefedov, get in here. John Koss is in the tournament. He was taking break. Yeah. We should have more players. We should have like 20. I don't know why we only have 13 players. We really ought to have at least 20 players. We have enough viewers. Guys, don't be afraid. Apply to join the club, and we'll probably maybe think about letting you in. We let Karen in. Vendor. eBay vendor. I wish there were some GMs. I'd have to pay my GM friends to play pro. I might be able to get one of them to play. It's hard to get those guys to do something like that without paying them. It's so hard for chess players to make money. They have to... I have lots of friends who are GMs. But like me, they don't want to play chess in their spare time. Alright, Yevgeny Viktorovich. Here we go with the Marazzi again. Why can't I get somebody who's like lower rated? This is ridiculous. Give me one of those 1200s. There's not enough players in here, actually. That's the problem. We need more players. We're going to have to expand the... I don't know, we're going to have to start recruiting Mr. Coffee for the Pawn and Horses Club. Maybe we'll have to have like a meet and greet or some sort of, you know, picnic or something. Sladgie picnic. What's up? We've got enough viewers for the stream, enough subscribers. We have to popularize this club a little bit more. Oh, there was an issue, guys. Did anybody else accidentally go to the Sparkle Horse Arena? Damn, I should check. Is that tournament like taking place now? There was a Sparkle Horse Arena. Oh my god. man. I should check to see if like people are actually playing in that. So they changed the feature of lichess. There better not be players in there. Tournament not found. All right, so that's good. Because before this tournament started, I started another arena that I called the Sparkle Horse Arena by accident, not calling it the Pawnda Arena. And normally what would happen was, had I done it in the past, Bob, thanks for subscribing. Move 11, get in there. Get in the tournament. Did you join the club? Yevgeny playing the old Bishop F2 plan. So, yeah, Sladgie Oktoberfest. Guys, check out our Discord channel. Pub Sladgie, ironically. Perfect for Oktoberfest. You just joined the stream. The team. So what I wanted to say is, this guy beat me the last game. What I wanted to say is, this looks like a game I had with Weedmaster 20 years ago, training game. Except Weedmaster played Rook C1. This is not really right. You're supposed to play Rook C1, not Rook D1. There's a slight difference. C1 protects the C3 knight. The most classic setup is Rook on C1, Rook on B1, Bishop on E3. Bishop F2 is kind of like a finesse. It's not necessarily better than Bishop E3 though. There are slight differences. Anyways, what was I saying? So, did you see how Carlsen played the Isle of Man tournament? It was very sad he was playing for time. He must have learned from my viewers. He must have learned from my like simul opponents or something. Dude, the guy played the World Championship match for time. His strategy was to draw all the long games and beat Caruana in rapid chess, you know. That's kind of sad too, if you ask me. Personally, you know, what I think. I think that's sad. Sad for chess. Yeah, the insta-take. Very different from the Carlsen and Sachs pawns for position. I didn't see any games of Carlsen's. I didn't see almost any games. I saw like 2 or 3 games from the whole tournament. The only one. I did a video about Gelfand versus Siren, because it was just an interesting endgame with 2 bishops against 2 knights. Just a textbook like endgame by Gelfand, but other than that I didn't really see many games. I mean, I wish that I could. I don't really like Isle of Man because it's sponsored by chess.com and stuff like that, but I mean, you know, a good tournament is a good tournament, so I'm still interested in seeing the games. I played at the Isle of Man. It was 20 years ago when it was privately sponsored by an insurance company. It was a good tournament back in those days before it was hijacked by chess.com. Poker Stars. Another one of my favorite. Another one of my favorite things in the world. Good old Poker Stars. So, because the Isle of Man is an offshore investment haven for sketchy companies like Poker Stars. Okay, now Queen D2. What are we gonna do? Well, I'm the one that played Queen B4, so how about B5? Rook B8. It's a weird position. I like daring him to take my queen. My queen's almost trapped. I mean, I could play A4. I think I probably should. Well, it was a good private tournament, and then it got hijacked by, yeah, all right, it's a different thing now, you know. It was a strong tournament back in the day, 20 years ago. Actually, on my Facebook, I saw Alex Baburin was posting really old photos from him. He played in it many times because he was living in Ireland since the 90s. And Baburin had played the year that I played. He had played even earlier than that. I remember I went all the way there, and I had played a couple of tournaments in Europe. I went all the way there, and I played Sergei Kudrin, he lived in Connecticut, and I was like playing him like every week in tournaments in the United States, and I go all the way to the Isle of Man and get paired with Kudrin. Just kind of funny. This player seems really, really strong. He got stronger the last couple games, I noticed. He beat me last game. Really nice Benko with white. Okay. He's trying to win a pawn. He's not winning a pawn. He is winning a pawn. He's not winning a pawn. I don't know. I don't remember why it's called the Isle of Man. It's an interesting place. I got some good photos when I was there. Back in the day, I went solo. I wasn't traveling with anybody else. All right. B6 perhaps, just try to make a solid move here. Manx cats. Special cats that don't have tails. Used to be the biggest thing there was some sort of race, like I don't know. It's not a very big place. This is a perfect move by white. Bishop d2. It's like playing Karpov. Yeah, dude, it's like playing Karpov, this guy. Wow. He's extremely strong now. He seemed to have gotten stronger. Because I had an easy time. I beat this guy a lot of games. Last game he played unbelievably well. This game is a masterpiece positionally. White is better. I never played in Gibraltar. I wanted to play, but there's like a waiting list to play in that tournament now because it's so trendy. It's like the trendy chess tournament. So you have to like apply to play like a year in advance, and I just can't really do that. There's just not enough space for that many players. I think bishop c3 is debatable. I've never done this before. Never going to do it again. seems like a mistake to play my king up there. I mean, white seems like he's got to be like a FIDE master or something, the way he's playing against me the last 2 games. This is sort of a debatable move, but it may be strong. My knight doesn't have anywhere good to go. Maybe a6. He's getting stronger every day. The Beatles. But it strikes me as an extremely strong positional player. Also fast. I think he's underrated pretty much. And it's ridiculous that he'd be 1800 in bullet. Unless he doesn't play bullet at all. Oh, so NHN. Wait until I have no time left. And then ask me. We got NHN and Coach We're both subscribers. Coach is 2200. Wow. Coach Anonymous Cheerer just donated 1,000 bits. Wow, thank you, Anonymous Cheerer. That's insane. So yesterday's loss against this guy was pretty much similar. He was pressing me in a Benko where he had more space and time. This is a controversial move. Probably just bad. You got it, you got it. Getting better all the time. Good job. He actually blundered? Very good one. Percy Hepworth. Must be a Beatles fan. I'm not a big Beatles fan, but, you know, it's like Eric Clapton. Essential music. Interesting. How can this guy be 1800 in bullet? He's like pre-moving all of his moves. That seems hard to believe, you know. This is actually a mistake. He had e5 there, which still kind of hangs on. Just instantly do that? Seems weird. Why would you trade into a lost king and pawn in game? Strange. Strange play by white at the end there. I don't really understand. Probably he was fine. Had plenty of time. I don't understand how I won that game at all. I had no big time advantage, and yeah, weird. Okay, so Mysterious Expert. Now I get Morales. Now it's getting easy. I got Amir. Morales 1998 though. You're getting up there. Almost a realistic rating. Guys, thanks for joining me for the tournament. Morales, he likes to play the Budapest Gambit, but we don't allow that because that means he gets to have some sort of fun. I don't think this line is that good for him, but he's insisting on it. So e6, maybe he's done a little bit of homework or something. Is that a good move order? I would think I could still do this. I can always do this. You're asking a lot playing like the Chigorin with black. It's a really weird move, Morales. What is going on with you? So that's bishop f6 with the idea of knight e7? Bizarre. He just plays all the moves instantaneously like this is theory. Give me a break. Practically nobody plays this with black, and it's not very good. But it's an innovative setup you've got going with using no time. Interesting. Like you played this 100 times before. But I mean, playing the Budapest Gambit, I wouldn't think you'd get this too often. We never had games like this before. Completely new system. I don't understand how you're 1998 only. Damn, dude, you're so confident against me and strong. The moves just keep coming. Yeah, we got to get an accusation. Well, I've been talking about, for a while he had an incredible score against me. Look at that. Look at that green, Bob. Look at all that green. Talking about accusations. It's a lot of green. Very disappointing, Morales. Very disappointing. You're almost as bad as Asterbate. You shall not be named. You're making me jealous, man. Green equals engine. Red is human. And gray is a centaur. On the lower half, if you look at the top half, it's reversed. What's up here? You want a castle queenside, and you want a castle queenside badly, because that's your caveman instinct. You have to play black like you were white. You can't help it. You can't play any other way. But I don't think you have to be so one-dimensional. You know, I think you should try to be a little more solid with black, you know. And you can be aggressive with white. I have sacrificed this piece here in previous games in this line, believe it or not. And I think, you know, it might almost work here. But almost doesn't work in some variations due to knight b6. Knight d5, queen d5, knight e5. First of all, there's the knight b6 problem. Then I've got bishop d5, knight a4, knight g4. So knight d5, queen d5, knight e5. He has to move the queen. Okay, so let's say queen e6 or d6. I can just take on g4 and then take on c6 with check, so it all works. All right. That's how you calculate, very unscientifically, how to make a pseudo-sacrifice on d5. You have to go for it. You're sacking your queen. You could sack the queen. Queen d5, knight e5, queen g2 check, king g2, knight e5, d5. Great compensation. We've got queen d5, knight e5, queen g2, king g2, knight b6. Compensation in all lines. I could play queen takes c6 check and knight takes g4 there and have a big advantage. Would say your style is sophisticated. It seems more vague and subtle. I don't have a style, Bob. So this was my line. Just take. Always take. People always try to put people in categories, you know. I've told my joke about that a million times. Like, people define me by whatever they're not, in other words. Can't get mated with the bishop on g2. There he comes. There he comes. He's loving it. You're not going to mate me with my bishop on g2. The dragon bishop. You don't have a counterpart. Morales' unsound caveman style coming back to haunt him here. The last chance is c5. Jim, what's up? Jim also has the unsound caveman style perfected. Okay, so yeah, that's not happening. Oh, he's playing f5. Oh crap. I didn't know he was busting the f5 on me. It's just, wow, out of control. It's out of control. It's hard to believe he could only be 1998. When you're that aggressive and you don't make blunders. I had to come up with an insane piece move, a piece sacrifice, knight takes d5 to get a winning position. He's not making simple mistakes here. This is the best possible move for black. Rook h6. It's the only move that gives him any chance in this game. Literally the only move. And he finds it. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Why not f3? I don't really like blocking my own bishop. f3 is not a happy thing for white. No, I mean, rook h6. There's also rook b6. But the caveman style is straight out of the Budapest Gambit or whatever. He's completely lost strategically. But he's willing to play like that, you know, to try to create tactical counter chances. He'll basically give you a winning position, banking on practical chances. After f5, well, I never want to play f3. Unless it's an emergency and I have no other way to protect my king side. I mean, so presumably, like, rook g6 is coming next. It just doesn't seem like it's enough. Yeah, he made a mistake. Wow, he's not green today. Those bishops reach along. See, if I played f3, Percy Hepworth, this never would have been possible. f3. All right, I'm a little bit sarcastic today, but seriously, you can't play f3 unless you have to. f3 is like an emergency move, you know, if it's the only way not to get mated. I'm basically playing the Grunfeld, and in the Grunfeld, you never want to play f6 in the freaking Grunfeld, you know. Yeah, rook c1. Never want to defend if you don't have to. I was going to play king h1 next move. Basically, king h1 and sidestep rook g6, and I'm winning. I'm in good spirits. I commend him. Facial hair is an indication of depression. Uh-oh. Coach Ah. I'm scared. Does anybody know who Coach Ah is? He seems too well-humored to be like a troll. Not one of our regular trolls. It's not enough to be a subscriber. That doesn't make you trustworthy, you know? But chatting in the stream is a good thing. especially if you're not psychotic. But that's a strong rating, 2273. This is a strong player. I haven't got enough. Bob, what? Bob, what are you talking about? You're scaring me, dude. I haven't looked at this in a while. I had like a 10-move draw in Hungary Team Championship last year against a Slovenian guy. Probably, there's just no way to get an advantage for white. I like the system for black, but it's overplayed. It's what everybody does at the professional level. I've had like a bazillion games with both colors. Well, more with white than with black, but there's 6 active players. What? What are you talking about? That's all the players we have? I'm telling you, Mr. Coffee's going to be responsible for renovations to the team. Players on pause. The Romanition. Yeah, I have 2 ways to play here. There's the Romanition system, and there's the exchange on d5. Every game is a draw that I've ever played. I think I won once against the FIDE master, Radnai Adam. I think literally I've played the system like 10 times for white, and I have like 9 draws. 9 draws and a win. That's probably my tournament score with this position. Bob, I'm not surprised. You're big on marketing. I'm not. You should contact Susan Polgar, Paul Truan. Good peeps. So maybe I'll move to St. Louis for marketing purposes. All right. Well, when I get back to Budapest, guys, we can start to rethink my streaming future, and we can make it better again. Make America think again. I saw a bumper sticker today that said that. I thought it was cool bumper sticker. Let me manage your stream. Dude, Coach taking back with the C pawn, man. You might as well play the London system. That's insipid. Maybe Coach is like another one of Merle Dixon's accounts or something like that. Dude, C takes D5. Nobody plays that. That's just... Antonio would never play that. Right, Antonio? You would never play C takes D5. Jim would not play C takes D5, would you? I can't accept C takes D5. It's not macho enough, Bob. I remember once I had a game with some guy, it's like a GM from Azerbaijan. In one of the very last games I ever played on Internet Chess Club, maybe like 4 years ago, I still remember it was some kind of thing where he did the same thing, except it was colors reversed. You know, he was like, how can you be a grandmaster and play like that? Like, try to create insipid sort of symmetry. But he seemed to enjoy it, like he liked boring. I hate symmetrical pawn structures. I have like an actual sort of neuroses against symmetrical pawn structures. You know, I play a kind of solid game, but I don't like... What is that? What is that? Strange clips being put on my stream. All right. Don't click on any strange clips, guys. I don't know why. What that is. Bob, you would, because that's what you do. You're like the kid from Home Alone, you know? I'm a kid, that's what I do. I'm a troll. I click on bad links just for fun. Somebody raided? Oh, we had a bishop pair raiding with a party of 3. Sorry, I didn't even pick it up. Not because of the raid size, I just totally missed it. Bishop pair, thank you for raiding with a party of 3. Occasionally I do miss these things. Appreciate the raid though. You know, regardless of how many viewers you have, I really appreciate it, guys. It's like, I'm just gonna offer a draw, dude. This is boring. Let's play like a real game. It's my bad. I mean, I shouldn't play this. I shouldn't play this with white. You know, I hate this opening. Every time I do it, it's like I swear to God, I've played this the last couple times in over the board games against 2300X players, and every single time I'm offering a draw after like 15 or 20 moves, and every single time I basically have this conversation with myself like, I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to play this again, because it's just, you know, he made it worse by playing c takes d5, but it's my fault, you know. It's my fault for playing the King's Indian attack type, you know, knight f3, g3 type of setup in a way. You know, that's my fault for not being more aggressive on move 1 or 2. You were scared? You beat me with, I beat you with g3 in a nice game over the board. That's not usual. Usually I draw. 80% of my games are draws, and then like there's like 15% I win and 5% I lose. So you were unlucky not to be in the 80% draws. Is that I Am Joe? No. Joe I only beat once, but it was an English attack. Yeah, we should get Joe. Joe only plays anonymously. He's big on playing on his phone with like an anonymous account. I'm like, dude, you're playing all kinds of computers. Those anonymous accounts, man. Just play those anonymous people on the phone. That seems stupid. The guest accounts, you know, like anonymous guest accounts. If you play anonymous guest accounts, there's a fairly high chance you're going to play somebody using like an engine. Just not fun. No, 80% of my last, like the last 5 years, or since I quit playing poker in 2000, even before that, in 2015, I have a huge amount of draws, like in my over the board games. Basically, it's like 80% overall. All right, Coach A has to leave. Thanks for joining us. Sorry for the uneventful game there. You killed my streak starter though. We've got 40 minutes left. I'd like to get some more players in the tournament. We should expand the entries. Stop hazing the potential members of the club, Mr. Coffee. Give them a free beer when they walk in the door, if they're of legal age. Why would someone want to use an engine on an anonymous account that doesn't track rating? Yeah, dude, they're like total beginners to chess. It just gives them an ego boost to beat some random person. I don't know. They think they can learn from it. There are various reasons. I mean, for me, I don't think it's as bad if you're like cheating on an anonymous account that's just some random person. It's like establishing an account and then being a cheater. You know, that's far worse in my book, you know. ED5 is normal. Yeah, of course. There's a bunch of games amongst high-rated players with that line. I'm not sure when I played E takes D if it's actually the best moment to play it. I prefer not to play it, but I've noticed that that's the move that has the highest score for white statistically. But to be fair, like, white doesn't have an advantage in that opening. I'm just going to stop playing it, you know, altogether. You just can't get an advantage by playing knight f3 and g3 on move 1 and 2. You have to try for more. Well, I mean, I don't think it matters one way or another about anonymous accounts on lichess. If it's an anonymous account, it's an anonymous account. You know, you get what you get. You know, it's like Bob will tell you about, you know, chat roulette on the internet. He probably does that, right, Bob? You get what you get, right, Bob? Anyway. Never tried it, Bob, but I can only imagine. I can only imagine. All right. I'll go back to my Arthur Bisguyer Carney quote. You know, he pays your money and he takes your choice. In this case, you're not paying any money. You're not really getting a choice. You're just getting an opponent assigned to you. So Sparkle Horse, I don't know. You guys are far behind me. Did Mysterious Expert drop out? Morales had a little bit of a rough patch there. Flesh Lump Eater, I love that name. Cannibal at Heart, Nodge Papa, JCS, Kocha. Kocha's got to leave. PSG Soccer Rook, not in good form today. Boyd and Yevgeny. Yevgeny somehow only won one game. Oh man, I got Bob started. I'm not even gonna continue this, Bob. You're on thin ice, and it's my fault. So let's just stop it there. This is an all ages stream. Yeah, Yevgeny played the stronger players. I also had a strong field, though. You know, this is just a strong field. I mean, there is nobody. If you look at, there's nobody under 1900. First of all. That's playing. Angry Dragon, I don't know what happened with that. 1899, lost 5 games. Basically, Asterbait's the only one under 1900 who's playing. We need more players, Mr. Coffee. I don't know about the team. We gotta come up with a new. Maybe Bob's right. We need a new team name. We could always switch up the team name. I mean, it's arbitrary. Bob's right. I probably need a new, you know, interface. Eventually I'll improve things, but my priority has been on my personal life outside of chess the last year, basically. So I think slowly, like, my life will get back to normal and we'll be able to focus on playing chess and streaming. Well, I mean, I don't know, Mr. Coffee. You're right about that, but for some reason no one's playing. We gotta encourage these people to actually play. And look, dude, Mr. Coffee, I have a lot more subscribers than we have players in this tournament. You know what I mean? A lot more. Like tons and tons more. So, you know, I have more than like 3 times. Maybe I should just send messages and promote the tournament more, because we're just not getting the turnout we could. It's not your team name, Mr. Coffee. It's not your fault. It's my promotional skills that are to blame. I told my realtor, whenever my realtor wants to show my house now, I like go away because I feel like I'm a bad salesman and a bad negotiator. I'll let somebody else do it. I'm just bad luck. So JCS again. I'm just saying things, Mr. Coffee. Don't worry about it. B6, E4. We're going to get into interesting stuff here with JCS. I just say things. I'm like Bob, Mr. Coffee. I just say things, see what sticks. See, it's like going to the dentist when they had the tool they stick in your teeth to see if there's a cavity. We just sort of probe and see if there's something that sticks and find a sensitive point. Mr. Coffee's very, very sensitive about the team name. JCS, I swear to God, I think I had the same game the other day. Ginger64 is an MBA. Senior engineer at Twitter. Wow, that's impressive. All right, E5. It's nice to know that some chess masters have real jobs. Reassuring. What was I thinking, guys? I swear to God, I had this the other day. It's just bad for white. It's just a blunder. To be fair, Mr. Coffee, I'm just horsing around. Excuse the pun. I'm just horsing around. Dog. I wanted to call it the Dog and Pony Show. Alright, JCS just messed up the opening. Very rare to get an easy game against him. But I think he is rusty. We're definitely sensing some serious rust on the JCS. My key demographic is chess players. Bob. It's pretty deep. And Pawnda is black and white, and that's the whole concept. It's very deep. Pawndas are black and white animals, and chessboards typically have white and black squares or white and black pieces. And so it's all connected. It totally works. But we can bring in Susan Polgar if you want to. She's the go-to expert on self-promotion. All right. Anyway, we are playing white now against Morales. I cannot play a weak player. I'm taking offense. Oh, we gotta do something here. What does he do? What's the English with Morales? I like cuddles. Bob didn't have enough cuddles as a lad. No, Bob reminds me of some of my friends from high school. Not friends, but actually Bob reminds me of, I don't know what to call them friends, colleagues. My high school colleagues who, they like to provoke the other kids in class. They weren't bad guys, but they're really into provoking the other kids in class. Because they wanted attention, right? That's what it's all about. All right, Morales, you've got me playing the English Scotch here, whatever that is. No, but now you're being serious, Bob. Usually you're not. You know, the normal Bob is like provoking. But now you're in the serious constructive criticism mode. But usually you're not so serious. Okay, guys, knight to b3. Not a move I'm really happy with. I talk about the square a lot. It's not a great square for pieces in general, for knights particularly. So now we have the option to play knight c3, which seems sort of strange, actually. So I just have a stupid knight. Don't feel good about this. I blame it on Rachmanov. There was this Russian grandmaster named Alexander Rachmanov. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Anyway, he seems like a really cool player, but he's got this thing where he was playing knight f3 exclusively. It's basically a Nimzovich Sicilian with colors reversed. Interesting idea, but it's not a big deal. Like Rachmaninoff. Yeah, but Rachmaninoff. Just one na. One less na. The guy is awesome. He's like, you should check out his games. He's like a 2650, but he's got a really remarkable style. Very Karpovian. He had this game in Zalakarosh. We were joking with a friend of mine where he beat a strong master, and like literally every move, the entire game, he just moved his pieces like one square. We're like looking at this game, it was like a 40 move win. It was like one square, one square, one square, one square. Every piece, every single move he made was like one square, all the way into the end game. Karpov was famous for this, you know. He just literally, it's awesome. But anyway, he's the one who plays knight f3, just to throw something like a curveball at the opponent there. Anyway, like, is your knight misplaced or is it in a good place? Good question. Difficult to answer. Morales is super aggressive, hyper aggressive. I'm criticizing him because he's playing too aggressively with black. Like, he's over the top. Karpov is famous for playing the style where he could just very, very systematically improve the position little by little by little. It's not common you see players today who play like that at the 2650 level, and it's kind of entertaining, you know. It's so rare, I mean, to see a top player these days to have that kind of style, I think. But Rachmanov, yeah, similar to Rachmaninoff. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Morales, here. The most dubious and unsound move you could think of. Throw it out there. It's like Bob's trolling. Throw it out there and see if it sticks. I think with white, you know, I didn't calculate this far enough. I think with white, this type of approach is fine, but Morales is pushing the envelope a little bit too much with the black pieces. Okay, I miscalculated this. Hopefully I'm okay. There is an issue. Well, his knight's hanging too, though. I'm not sure where his knight's going, you know. Hey, dude, where are you going? Where are you going? Are you going over there? Maybe he's going over there. Where is that guy going? My only fear was that the knight would get down here and indulge in some vittles on the f2 square. I think everything is okay. I hope everything is okay here. I'm gonna need to calculate. Bang, bang, bang. Actually, knight a5 or knight c5 looks fine too. Bob, how many times have I told you? You're a master. You're not allowed to give out strong moves. I think I was logged on briefly yesterday, Bob. Saw you playing. Noticed you were engaged. Alright, so this is a little complicated, but I assume it's okay for me. Morales is trying to figure out like the weirdest thing to do. What bizarre move can I do to confuse him? Yeah, I don't remember, Bob. You were playing a strong player, maybe? I seem to recollect you were playing a fairly strong player. Not like a title player, but I can't remember now. Maybe like an 1800. I don't know. It's all relative. So, we have some issues. First of all, we need to get our pawn back. And we also... What I like to teach people to do is like maintain control of the position. H3 feels a little too compromising. G4. Oh, I feel maybe G4 wasn't really the best move. We're going to need a new plan. I meant to say H3. It's a Freudian slip because G4 would be natural now. Yeah, I don't know if I have enough compensation for the sacrificed pawn here, objectively. I have some, but I'm not super happy with it. In fact, H3 gets in the way of like H4, bishop H3, which would be nice. H3 was too slow. If we go back after the game, I'm certain that I should probably like take on B7 or go into some sort of complications. I could have taken the pawn on B7 maybe and brought the knight back to C5, but it felt very materialistic. Castle. Castle, dude. Wow. That is an amazing move. Now I need an idea. I don't want to get hit by an unexpected check. No, I mean, it wasn't the only move. I mean, obviously you could put your king on E7, man. I mean, well, first you need to move your rook. But actually, yeah, you're right. You should play C6. For some reason, I was just assuming you would move the rook. But it gives you that idea of king C7 in addition. Yeah. It's not the only move. I don't have any forced win after, like, rook B8. So it's not literally the only move. But now you make a mistake. Oh, no you don't. I made a mistake. All right. Whoops. Yeah, that's weird. Hallucination time. All right. Too much chatter. I thought that was a whole rook. Well, because the king was on D8 before, it's a typical hallucination. You know, I forgot because it's been hanging, you know, all the time. I just forgot it was going to be protected. Yeah. Very, very typical kind of hallucination. Well, if it was even pawns, it wouldn't be so bad, but I'm down a pawn in addition to the 2 knights for the rook, you know, so this is pretty gruesome for white. He's actually in 2nd place in the tournament. I think his ratings are bogus, by the way. Extremely bogus ratings. Wait a minute. Little tactics. Oh, I can't take on b5. Tricky. Very tricky. That's impressive. Of course I was smashing him. Well, I wouldn't say smashing him, Bob. No, that's exaggerating. It was an interesting position and white had the initiative, but I don't think I was smashing him. That's going too far. No, in fact, like king c7, my entire concept was flawed. I'm not sure I'm even better. I might even be worse, Bob. Truthfully. Rook takes. What am I trying to achieve here? I'm achieving a win on time or something. I'm reduced to Magnus Carlsen-like play. Knight c5. That's a cool move to play. Knight c5. Most people would have exchanged in that spot, but he immediately spotted the right idea. Oh my God. He saw everything. His ratings are suspicious. 1761 in bullet. Yeah. Do you play bullet on your phone, Morales? Is that a phone rating? Or what? That must be his phone rating. We can do that. Trapped my rook. Come on, you're doing great. Is my king mated yet? Yeah, I'm all right. I'll pass on d4. Man. Maybe I should head for the H pawn. Now I don't even know what the heck is going on. We've got counterplay. Wow, what's that move about? Our losing chances are significantly reduced, as are those of our opponent. Oh, you're going to give me that pawn. Wow, look at the technique. The technique master. The technique master. All right, good game. Not really. I'm sorry. I criticize people for saying automatically. It was a crap game. All right, let's be honest. Call a spade a spade. It was a crap game by both of us. But it was fun anyway. It was fun not losing. Thank you for the game. King E1 was a pro move. We just don't want to get forked. Like, you get away from the knights. Yeah, you just get away from the knights. All right, that was terrible. That was our worst game of the day. The World Series is on tonight. If you like baseball, the irony of the World Series was that the World Series already happened. It was called the American League Championship Series. It's kind of a buzzkill when, you know, when that happens in sports, like the... But I think it still will be fun. You know, the Washington Nationals still have a 20% chance to win the World Series. A little bit better than the Jets against the Patriots yesterday on Monday Night Football. All right. Anyway, we are going to continue to dominate this tournament. And we will be back. Tomorrow night's off, so we'll be back with a Thursday stream. I am taking submissions for the Thursday subscriber stream. So, you guys can submit games to my account here, Sparkle Horse on lichess. You know that for the most part. Are you guys still playing in the tournament? I have just a few. Not a lot of submissions yet, Jim, so you should submit a game. It seems to be completely random every week. It's very difficult to predict. Only a couple, whereas 2 weeks ago there was a million. Astrobate, don't have a game from you yet. So guys, I just want to remind everyone that I am moving back to Hungary in 2 weeks. So between the dates of November 2nd and November 9th, there will be no stream. That week between November 2nd and 9th. Saturday to Saturday, Saturday's a day off for me. But between those days off, there will be no stream. My last stream on American soil will be Friday. Friday, the 1st of November. Post-Halloween stream. Then the stream will change back to European-based time. From, I assume, a simul will be my first Hungarian stream on November 10th. That's a Sunday. I do have a team match on Sunday. Hopefully I'm not too exhausted from my 100-move draw. Trying to make my draws quick, guys. But anyway, it was fun. Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for playing. Not a lot of points racked up this week. Mysterious Expert left early. It looks like a lot of players left, so it must be a lot going on tonight. Normally, like, some of our players stick with us. Didn't have as many opponents. Morales, JCS. Most everyone left this week. What's going on? Where did everybody go? I don't know what's up with that this week, actually. Take some viewer challenges. I gotta go watch the World Series, man. You want me to play simultaneously? A viewer challenge? Lost the link. Acerbate lost the link. Dude. Join the tournament, man. Got time for one more game. Get in there and you'll play me. Acerbate, jump in the tournament. You'll get paired with me. Actually, Bob. Bob, why didn't you play? You're just too busy trolling? Bob should have been in there all the way. It's a nice time control for you, Bob. You know, you're not that into Blitz. You should play in the Rapid. Antonio, Acerbate is in. Jim, thanks for the donation. Jim this week, 600, taking the lead from Mr. Slowhand. Actually, Blobix wasn't here. He's usually here. That's weird. Mr. Coffee with 300. We miss Blobix. He's a strong player and he usually plays in this. You notice the flaw in the system. It's difficult to get a game quickly. Yeah, I mean, if Acerbate joined a tournament, he should, like, automatically get paired with me. I would think. Right? There he is. But that took forever. That is interesting, JCS. In these club arenas, it's disheartening for weaker players. Why do you say that? I mean, Acerbate's even lower rated than you. I mean, you should just take it as a learning experience. It should not be disheartening. All right, I mean, yeah, I understand. You don't want to lose every single game. That can be, yeah, that can be a thing. Acerbate is berserking. I should have berserked too. I didn't realize we're down to 6 minutes. Maybe we have an under 1800 section. Can we do that? That'd be cool if we could have sections. Really should have prizes. Then you, like, get everybody. Give away, like, gift certificates or something. Then every troll in the world would, like, join the club and be in the tournament. You think you could make another section? The C3. Mate. Yeah, this is actually kind of a flawed plan by me. Good move. Don't bite. Acerbate did not bite. He's hanging tough here. This is actually pretty good for white. It looks like a good... See, that's a mistake now. Just when you were doing well, you played pawn takes c6. He might not be listening to the stream, but all right, we got just 5 minutes left in the tournament. No, there's no reason to give that up, man. You had a good game if you just play C takes D there. But I think this was a mistake. It takes forever to get a pairing. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Once he's in the arena, that is strange. Why wouldn't he just immediately get paired with me? There's some minimum waiting period or something? That's strange. I thought he had a good game if he had just taken C takes D instead of inserting that move. Wow. Oh my god. Do you want to give him fun? Let him have fun here? We'll let him have fun. Okay, knight g5 check is a little dangerous. Everything's dangerous. Crossing the street is dangerous. Giving Acerbate the golden opportunity. Man, cashing in one of your active pieces there. Still, it's not that simple. There is some play here. I feel like I'm playing chess 960 now. This is a little scary. He's going too far. I thought knight e5 check was interesting instead of bishop g5. Queen h5. Acerbate's dangerous. If you give him a golden chance, he will take it. He is not that easy to beat, and he finds good moves, and he doesn't make crazy mistakes. He did make a sort of crazy sacrifice here, but it was like a voluntary sacrifice. OMG. I thought you were going to go with the other. Damn. We're going to run out of time. We're running out of time. Good game, man. That was a fun game. All right. Back to tournament. Pairings are closed. Morales ran for it. He made a run for it. He ran for it. GCS is in third place. This is a weird tournament today. A lot of people dropped out. Your first Berserk. I didn't realize you Berserked. Oh yeah. That was your first Berserk? I know he had some interesting stuff going in that game. It's not that stupid. Even the final position before he hung mate may not be clear, I think. I am not convinced. Well, the engine says it's plus 6.9. That's pretty much. Well, I'm kind of shocked that my advantage is that big. You know, honestly, if you count the material, I mean, he's got 3 pawns for a piece here. And my king is pretty open. You can't believe it. Hey, what's up, Juicebox? You're late. You're just a little bit late for the tournament, dude. Good to see you. How's everything going? It's shocking that my advantage is 7.5. Astrobate should have been suspicious when I hung that knight on d4. You should have sensed something there. Something's not right. Anyway, guys, tournament is about to end. Mercifully. Whoops, that's me. That is me. We are back to tournament. Sparkle Horse wins the tournament. We had a couple draws. Morales, very tough. Performance 22-38. I'm sorry you didn't play move 11. No excuses. We need you. Strong player. You should play in this. In JCS, Rusty. JCS is Rusty and still 21-24. Next time, more people. Yeah, we're going to have to be a little bit more liberal and promote the tournament. So I think next week I'll send out an email to the subscribers, you know, promoting the tournament like the day before. So everyone, you know, like I do with the Simul's, to kind of promote it a little bit. Mr. Coffee will do his part. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Juicebox was drugged again. Like a second time. I hope you're feeling better, man. Yep, gotta be careful, dude. You're out there in the wild east. Take care of yourself. All right, my friends, we will be back Thursday with subscriber stream. Please submit your games. Thanks, JCS. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. We're going to go watch the World Series, and that's what they all say. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Congratulations to me, to Morales and JCS. Good performances. Bye-bye.